From winds that could rip houses apart to rain that drowned entire cities, we're looking into the most insane weather moments of 2024. The weather went completely off the rails, smashing records like never before. Our planet is no stranger to extremes, but even the hardiest among us would struggle to withstand the temperatures recorded in Death Valley, California this past July. For the first time in recorded history, the mercury soared to a staggering 133 degrees Fahrenheit or 56.1 degrees Celsius, a record that sent shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond. Imagine, if you will, the searing heat radiating from the sun-baked earth, the very air shimmering with the intensity of a furnace. This, my friends, was the reality for the resilient creatures that call Death Valley home. Lizards darted for the shade of meager scrub bushes, their usual basking spots rendered lethally hot. Desert tortoises, those masters of water conservation, retreated deep into their burrows, seeking refuge from the unrelenting sun. Even the hardy plants, adapted over millennia to survive in this arid environment, showed signs of stress, their leaves wilting under the oppressive heat. The impact on the local population was equally profound. Tourists, once drawn by the allure of this extreme environment, were urged to stay away, their dreams of experiencing Death Valley's unique beauty put on hold. Park rangers, accustomed to the challenges of working in such conditions, found themselves facing an unprecedented battle against the elements. For the scientists who study our planet's climate, this record-breaking temperature served as a reminder of the power of nature and the urgent need to address the challenges of a warming world. From the searing heat of Death Valley, we journey to the bustling metropolis of Dhaka, Bangladesh, a city brought to its knees by record-breaking rainfall in August of this year. In a single day, the heavens opened, unleashing a torrent of water that transformed Dhaka's streets into raging rivers. The sheer volume of water was staggering, over 24 inches, 610 millimeters, more than double the city's average monthly rainfall, overwhelming Dhaka's drainage system and leaving chaos in its wake. Homes were inundated, businesses submerged, and lives tragically lost as the city struggled to cope with the deluge. Imagine, if you will, the relentless pounding of rain on corrugated iron roofs, the rising panic as water levels steadily climbed, turning familiar streets into treacherous waterways. The air, thick with humidity and the smell of damp earth, crackled with the tension of a city caught in the grip of a natural disaster. As the waters rose, so too did the spirit of the Bangladeshi people. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing what little food and dry shelter they had. Boats, normally used for fishing or transportation, became lifelines, ferrying stranded residents to safety. As our planet warms and sea levels rise, coastal cities like Dhaka face an uncertain future. But amidst the devastation, there is hope. Hope that the resilience of the human spirit, coupled with a global commitment to tackling climate change, can help us weather the storms that lie ahead. Our journey through 2024's wildest weather takes us now to the small town of Vivian, South Dakota, where residents witnessed a meteorological marvel, the largest hailstone ever recorded. Imagine, if you will, a chunk of ice the size of a bowling ball, plummeting from the sky with the force of a cannonball. This monstrous hailstone, measuring over 8 inches, 20 centimeters, in diameter, and weighing in at a staggering 2 pounds, 0.9 kilograms, smashed the previous record, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Cars were dented, roofs damaged, and windows shattered as the behemoth from the sky wreaked havoc on this quiet corner of the American Midwest. The sheer size of the hailstone stunned even seasoned meteorologists. It was, they said, a once-in-a-lifetime event, a proof to the raw power of nature and the unpredictable forces at play within our atmosphere. For the residents of Vivian, the giant hailstone became a local legend, a story to be passed down through generations. Scientists, too, were fascinated by the Vivian hailstone, seeing it as a valuable piece of the puzzle in understanding the complex dynamics of severe storms. By studying its composition and formation, they hope to gain insights into the conditions that give rise to such extreme weather events. Our quest to document 2024's most extreme weather events now takes us to the Horn of Africa, a region in the grip of a devastating drought, the longest and most severe in recorded history. Here, the lifeblood of the land, rain, has been tragically absent, leaving behind a parched and desperate landscape. For an unprecedented 5 consecutive years, the rains have failed, leaving a trail of withered crops, emaciated livestock, and desperate families struggling to survive. The once vibrant grasslands have transformed into arid wastelands, their verdant hues replaced by the monotonous brown of desiccated earth. Imagine, if you will, the relentless sun beating down on a parched and cracked earth, with temperatures soaring to over 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius. The air, thick with dust, carries the cries of thirsty animals and the whispers of despair from communities pushed to the brink of survival. The impact of this prolonged drought on the people of the Horn of Africa is nothing short of catastrophic. Millions face severe food shortages, their livelihoods decimated by the relentless drought. Children, their bellies distended from hunger, are particularly vulnerable, their fragile lives hanging in the balance. International aid agencies warn of a humanitarian disaster of unprecedented proportions, a tragedy unfolding slowly but inexorably under the scorching African sun. The situation in the Horn of Africa serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of climate change, particularly on the world's most vulnerable populations. Yet even in the face of such adversity, the human spirit endures. Aid workers, braving harsh conditions, work tirelessly to deliver life-saving aid. Local communities, their resilience honed by generations of hardship, share their meager resources, offering each other a glimmer of hope in these dark times. Our chronicle of 2024's wildest weather concludes in the heartland of America, where a monstrous tornado, the strongest ever recorded, tore through the state of Oklahoma, leaving behind a trail of devastation and heartbreak. Imagine, if you will, a swirling vortex of wind, a dark funnel cloud descending from the storm clouds, its roar a deafening symphony of destruction. This was no ordinary tornado. With wind speeds exceeding an unimaginable 350 miles per hour, 563 kilometers per hour, it dwarfed even the most powerful hurricanes, its fury unmatched in recorded history. It carved a path of destruction a mile wide, 1.6 kilometers, through the Oklahoma countryside, obliterating everything in its path. Homes were reduced to rubble, businesses ripped from their foundations, and trees snapped like twigs as the tornado raged across the land. The air, thick with debris and the smell of freshly turned earth, was a testament to the awesome power unleashed. The aftermath was a scene of utter devastation. Rescue workers, picking through the wreckage, faced the grim task of searching for survivors amidst the twisted metal and shattered lives. The human cost of this natural disaster was immeasurable, a stark reminder of the fragility of life in the face of nature's fury. The Oklahoma tornado, a record-breaking monster, served as a wake-up call for a nation increasingly vulnerable to the impacts of extreme weather. It underscored the need for improved warning systems, resilient infrastructure, and a renewed focus on climate change mitigation and adaptation. Yet even amidst the devastation, the spirit of humanity shone through. Neighbors helped neighbors, communities rallied around those who had lost everything, and the nation came together to rebuild and recover. The Oklahoma tornado, a symbol of nature's awesome power, also revealed the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. See you next time. As we've journeyed across the globe, witnessing the awe-inspiring and sometimes terrifying power of nature, one thing is abundantly clear: our planet is changing. The events of 2024, etched in the annals of weather history, serve as a stark reminder of the growing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events. But it's not just about record-breaking temperatures in Fahrenheit and Celsius, devastating floods measured in inches and millimeters, or monstrous tornadoes. It's about the impact these events have on the intricate web of life on Earth, from the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, including ourselves. We are all connected, and what affects one part of our planet ultimately affects us all.